and that institution is Access Bank. What information are we going to be looking at? You see, in the course of last week, it was reported in the market that Access Bank is stepping up to conquer. As we speak, Access Bank has conquered the West African market. As at today, significantly, they have the highest turnover in the sub-region. So they are now stepping up gradually. And some people are still there criticizing that dividend payout is small. Whatever they are saying, na them sabi. Okay, they are stepping up to conquer East Africa. How? They have gone to acquire Sidian Bank Limited in a $37 million deal. And then what they intend to do is to merge this institution with the existing Access Bank structure. That is Access Bank Kenya. Now, the purchase is approximately 15 billion naira, representing a price to book multiple of 1.1 times based on the audited account of Sidian Bank as at March 31st, 2022. Sidian will be merged with Access Bank subsidiary in Kenya. Okay, this acquisition of Sidian is a significant step up in scale and potential for Access Bank in Kenya, which represents the largest market and trade corridor in East Africa, according to Herbert Wigwe, the managing director of Access Bank PLC, managing director of Access Corp this time around. Now looking at this bank, from 1 naira 11 kobo in 2017 in earning per share, as at 2021, it has grown to 2 naira 45 kobo, and our projection is actually 3 naira. Let us put it that way. Now merging it with this that they are doing, what will be your immediate recommendation to those who are watching us, combining this information together?
I don't even think that we have waited for this information to have been singing about Access. Where we have even started with Access for just the release of their result, and we saw that tremendous growth. And one of the things I will also say, like somebody was asking, when will they stop acquisition? Conquest in life is additive, as much as when every move that you have made has actually been positive. I believe that Access has been beaten by that bug. But if you actually look at it, is there any result that we have received so far that we didn't see that synergy into its synergetic contribution of the acquisition? So without just looking at that, at what we have seen, the trajectory we have seen that Access has been grown, we have said it here severally, that Access is a stock. For the fact that it's trading under 10 naira doesn't mean that Access will not run. I have always been saying that the day that stock is going to take off, I believe what the market is waiting for is that by the time they release their result and their turnover is bigger than that of Zenith, and maybe their profit after tax is also bigger, and their earning per share is bigger, and they pay commensurate dividend. I think that's what the market is waiting for.
Malam, you got anything to add?
Yes. I think Access Bank, they have got their priority right. We all agree that the entire African countries signed an agreement to have inter-trade within themselves. And today, when you look at the economy, globally, you will see that the African countries have the emerging market, and they have faster growing than any other part of the world. And the potential in Africa is enormous. And now Access Bank say that I will be number one. Because they are not only in East Africa, they are in Central Africa, they are in South Africa, they are in Namibia. So they are moving, and they are not consolidating in Nigeria, they are consolidating in other. They are already in Kenya. They decided to acquire one and merge it. That to say that I'm not only number one in Nigeria, I will be number one in other Africans. So what will happen when the intertrade within the African comes? Everybody will go for the big one, because they have the big ticket and they can deliver.
Let's begin to try to round off. Madam, going back to our 2022 Q2 earnings forecast for banks, aside from Zenith, Access, FBNH, GTCO, we have talked about, which of these do you think somebody can take position in using this table?
FCMB and Fidelity Bank. Because when you look at where they are heading and the times of their growth is this. Another one that I'm watching, even though there is construction, is Wema Bank. From 3 kobo to 30 kobo. This is a fantastic 10 times. Nobody make it. But we can say that this due to the reconstruction, but notwithstanding, it is giving you that watch this bank.
Of course, there was this bad media that came out in the course of last week against Wema Bank. Please discount it. Okay, for those who are on our platforms, we've actually posted the right information there. But I'm just waiting on this platform. If we can host their chief financial officer, probably next week, if he comes, we will talk much about that. Aruna, now aside from this that you have that Madam have talked has just spoken about, what about
UBA? Even
UBA,
if they
right?
have a bad outing 2020, which we've seen, I think they are also in their growth is also looking upward.
Okay, don't forget that I did say this Saturday, okay, 12 o'clock, latest 2 o'clock, will be taken off at the meeting, shareholders meeting of avid shareholders. Okay, so this Saturday you must make it there. We are going to be treating this. You can ask questions, we will respond to you, and then we have fellowship together. Don't miss it. The numbers to call for those who are not aware yet and you want to be a member of our association so as to have access to this kind of information. The numbers to call will be displayed on the screen right away. You can call and make your intentions known. Okay, so finally, as we round off, because our time is far spent, Nigeria's total debt now rises to 41.6 trillion in Q1 2022. Malam, is this not enough to be afraid?
Not at all. Because we look at our GDP, we are talking of less than 30% of our GDP in debt. Go to most of the developed countries, they are talking of over 100%. My major concern, don't borrow to consume, borrow to build infrastructures. I don't want to see just the railway Lagos to Ibadan. I want this Lagos to Kano. I want this Lagos to Port Harcourt. So as long as we have the infrastructures, I can be rest assured the Nigerian economy is robust enough. And if they increase their revenue generation from the tax, I can tell you, if many people will be bring into tax, you will see that it's nothing to worry about. We are not paying tax.
In the next 1 second, Shegun will begin to shout. How do I position myself seeing this kind of figures?
Discourage yourself from savings and go for investments.
Go for investment. Okay, Malam, in one word, what stocks do you think I should look out for this week to make money?
I think that we should look at the stock like fixing, MTN, ETI. We also have to look at Transcorp.
I don't know. Which one are you picking?
I think NACO is still there, 41 kobo and 145. I will also go for Presco and Okomo.
Okay, I want to say a very big thank you to you for staying tuned. I want to say a very big thank you to the management of Lagos Television for making this platform available. Malam Garba Kurufi, for the knowledge you come to share. We say thank you, God will bless you. Aruna, for sharing your knowledge and availability, we say thank you, God will bless you. But don't forget, go to YouTube and subscribe to StocksWatch, 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 plural, so that you will have access to all this that we have done. Our website is also there, stocksng.com. Much more this Saturday, 12 o'clock. We will be meeting together to share more information, more than we can ever share in the media. All right? I want to say a very big thank you and well done to my team.